Sunny is in a dire situation where he needs to defeat a fearsome tyrant, known as the Mountain King, to avoid certain death. He doesn't have any special powers or weapons, so he decides to use a force of nature to kill the creature. Sunny plans to throw a chain around the creature's foot and tighten it once it falls into a trap. However, instead of falling on the ground, the chain loops around the creature's neck and acts as an iron noose. Sunny's companions are pushing a wagon towards the edge of a cliff, which will pull the creature down with it once it goes over the edge. However, the wagon is rolling slowly, and the creature is already trying to free itself from the chain. Hero. The young soldier who helped Sunny earlier, buys them some time by crashing into one of the creature's legs, throwing it off balance. Finally, the wagon reaches the edge of the cliff, and they all push it off. The creature manages to get a hold of the chain tied around its neck, ready to free itself. But it got killed. Despite being victorious over the monster, Sunny is still in the middle of his first nightmare and is exhausted and badly hurt. He wonders if he has passed the trial and is waiting for the voice to announce his victory, but instead, he feels wave after wave of pain catching up with his body. Hero helps him to his feet and instructs everyone to warm themselves by the fire and discuss their next steps. The group begins discussing what to do next, and Hero suggests that they gather supplies and return down the mountain. Shifty disagrees, arguing that going back would result in them being put in chains again. Scholar opens his mouth to say something, but he decides against it and remains silent. Sunny speaks up and says that they cannot go down because the monster is not dead, surprising everyone. However, Sunny realizes that the tyrant is not dead, and it poses a threat to them if they go back down the mountain. They decide to go up and over the mountain pass instead, but Hero warns that the monster may follow them. They gather supplies quickly and set out into the cold at dawn. Sunny finds himself in possession of a memory, but it turns out to be a useless item. As they leave the area, Sunny thinks about the uncertainty of their future and what will happen next. The group of travelers planned to escape the danger by following the road up to the mountain pass, but they found that the road had been recently destroyed by a rockfall. They were forced to climb up the mountain to find a way back to an undamaged section of the road. Sunny struggled with the climb and thought about the benefits of completing his first nightmare trial as an awakened, which could give him power and abilities in the dream realm. He hoped for an awakened or even an ascended aspect ability, but worried about the flaw he would receive. As the sun started to set, they needed to hurry before nightfall came. Group of 4 survivors climb a rough mountain slope, facing various difficulties and challenges along the way. The climb takes a toll on their physical and mental health, with Shifty being the most affected by the arduous journey. As they rest for the night, Sunny realizes that the monster they had encountered earlier is blind, which sheds new light on their situation. However, they must continue their climb, and things take a tragic turn as Shifty falls to his death.